Aspen Airport, KASE, is number 1 on the USA high-risk airports table. If you look at the landing chart of RWY-15, you will not immediately recognize how difficult it is to approach to this runway. First of all, I had to choose an aircraft model that can land on a runway length of 8,006 feet. I knew that the Boeing B747-8 needs 6,750 feet at maximum landing weight for a landing. 11,000 feet runway will be safe enough for this big bird. Nevertheless, if I want to land at KASE, I am at risk, and have to land early as possible on runway, and immediately use the reverse thrust, and maximum auto brakes. Speed brakes are extended automatically. Here I made a mistake, not to calculate for later takeoff needed length of 10,800 feet. But all these numbers are calculated for maximum landing, and takeoff weight, so a correct calculation can be done. Okay, now I have my aircraft ready to fly, and the fuel planner tells me that I will need to load 51,419 pounds, or 23,323 kilo fuel, for the 436 nautical miles flight, from Class McCarran Airport, to KASE. Now I have to plan my route. On the first look it seems to be easily done. Online flight planner gives me the airways. But now it becomes difficult, as I am looking for the start to KASE. On the B747-8 FMC, there is no start, nor transition. From the fixed GLENO, I have to plan myself the approach. At first I vote to solve at ease this problem. The LOC, DME-E chart for KASE, seems to be clear. Radio tune on LOC 111.15, and all fixes at the 151 path to runway 15, into flight plan for approach. Look precisely at the descending table. Coming from GLENO, you can go on to AJAXX, but the sharp turn will take the B747-8 out of path. So you have to go to JARGU, to enter the descending path, at 90. And then you have only less than 12 nautical miles to pass over mountain tops, reduce speed, extend flaps as needed, and at DOYPE, disconnect AP, and land manually. Good timing for reduced speed is the key problem for this landing. But I got some surprises trying to program the B747-8 FMC. It didn't enable me to tune radio on LOC, and giving in the fixes, the last point, namely KASE, disappeared from the FMC. FPLMI didn't find out why. With great worry, I took off from class. During flight I prepared a speed-reducing plan for descending, because the FMC calculated ATHR speed 250 knots until landing. My plan was to dial the speed needed, and extend flaps accordingly. To make it short, it works.
V1. 80 knots.